Hi. I'm going to do something a little bit different, having a little bit of technical difficulties with my flip phone. So I'm going to go ahead and work off my cell phone and see about the video quality on this. First, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the class and why some things are organized the way they are. And then I'm going to preview this week's work, okay? This class is quite frankly different from any other class you've ever taken because we're doing real work in the real world. And this isn't just a project at the end of the semester or a little brochure or something like that. The entire business of the class are writing grant applications on behalf of real community agencies. Now, we've taken the first couple of weeks to get ready, to get prepared, to get everything shaken out a little bit. But the grant writing begins in earnest on week 3. Now, we are, of course, as I think everybody knows, I've talked about this a lot, but we are basically looking for money to fund a backpack program on behalf of the Food Bank of Corpus Christi so that children who normally do not have access to food on a reliable basis other than the school lunches can be fed over the weekends. It's a really important program. It's good work. And it will be described more, and you'll be doing some more research about that as well. So that's what we're doing. So we're working with a real client. We faced a few challenges, and one of I had intended and actually started to do a virtual tour of the food bank. I was on my way over to the food bank. I was going to interview the executive director, have her talk about the program, and basically show you all around the food bank, videophonically, basically. And I got a call from her that her daughter is in the hospital still. And that's the hang up for that part of the information. We can certainly go get started writing on the grant. There are many components we can do. But again, we are doing real work in the real world, and we're dependent upon other people. So people have asked why I don't have all the assignments laid out all for 6, 8, 10, 12, 52 weeks. And if this were a normal kind of course, I could easily do that. I could just have, you do these readings, these writings, turn this in, take this test, and have everything set up so you can plug and play. But each of the readings and each of the weekly work that we do are in support of this real project for grant writing. And so if you skip ahead, you're not learning what you need to learn. Yes, I know many of you are hardworking and diligent. You could do all the reading, write all the assignments, and get everything done very far in advance. But I want you to take the time to work with each other, to do some research, and work on each part of the grant application, the need statement, the goals and objectives, the budget, the project description. All those things need to be done. They need to be done together with many eyes on them, and we'll be working on some ways to do that as well. And so basically, that's why the course is designed the way that it is. So this week, we're going to get started on the need statement. So we're going to be doing we're going to be doing some reading about what a need statement is. I've put the worksheet from McElrath so you can get some questions based on what you'll learn from McElrath and particularly Carson Fox, which give you a lot of research data, a lot of ways to find information. I want you to find information about food insecurity, about hunger and poverty in the Southwest, in the Coastal Bend, and nationwide. Because what we're going to do is we're going to do comparative statistics. We're going to show what the situation is here in the Coastal Bend, what the situation is statewide, and then what the situation is nationally, because we've got to show why our project is really important for that. So we're going to be working on that. We're going to begin working in groups and accumulating data in groups. So you get your first group assignments and first working on those projects this week. So a need statement is the big thing. The other thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to do our planning memorandum. And I've got some notes about the planning memorandum. I've got a separate video about that. But basically, we're going to map out our work based on what we know now on the large project, and you don't know a lot about it right now. I understand we're waiting for information from the food bank. I apologize for that, but that's the way the process works when you're working with a real client in the real world. And then you're going to talk about your individual project, and I talk about that a little bit, how to choose an individual project, where to locate possible individual projects. There's a video about that as well. And so we're going to start working on this on Tuesday, be working on that throughout the week. Going to post a rough draft of that on Friday, Friday the 3rd, peer review on the 7th, and then that will be due the 10th. That may be moved back a little bit from some versions of the syllabus that you might have looked at. But basically, that's what's going on. So far, so good. I know there are a lot of questions. If you feel a little bit, I don't know what's going on, it's okay. It's a new process. It's a different kind of class. If anybody was struggling or really having a hard time, from what I saw or observed, I'll contact you individually. But call, ask questions, drop by. So far, so good. Things are proceeding the way they normally do in this course, and y'all are doing fine. Thank you, and I hope you have a great week.